Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Till now, once you have seen how Sue tried her best to save her friend Johnsy, and he took the painter's help in that case, whose name was Behrman, who wants to create a masterpiece which would be the world famous masterpiece, so that people should know him for ages, from ages. Thus, we will see how the story goes. When John C. tells her friend that, see, the leaf has not yet fallen, even though there were strong winds outside, but the leaf is still there. And her friend replied that you won't die. You have to live for your friends. And what happened to me, what will happen to Sue if you will die? If you will die. Now, let us start it. Johnsy smiled weakly and closed her eyes. After every hour or so, she would look out of the window and find the leaf still there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. And Johnsy smiled. She smiled weakly, because due to illness she had become weak. She had become weak. And but she smiled, and after every hour she would look out of the window, and she will still find the leaf there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. It was just like someone has perfectly attached it. It looked like the natural leaf. In the evening, there was another storm, but the leaf didn't fall. Johnsy lay for a long time looking at the leaf. Then she called out to Sue. And in the evening, there was another storm, and it was also a fearful storm. But the leaf didn't fall. So when the leaf didn't fall, Johnsy called her friend Sue. Johnsy, I have been a bad girl. Now she is saying that I have been a bad girl. I have not cooperated with you. You were telling me that you will get well. But I didn't listen to you. So I am a bad girl. You have looked after me so lovingly, and I have not cooperated with you. You took care of me during my bad days when I was bedridden. But I didn't cooperate. I have been depressed and gloomy. I was full of anxiety. My brains were not giving good signals to me. I was mentally depressed. So that is why. And the picture to me looked gloomy. I felt that it is the end of the world. It is the end of the world. The last leaf has shown me how weak I have been. The last leaf, which had shown such a resilience, in front of storms, and it had not accepted to fall. But I lose courage. I didn't have courage to fight it. But this leaf taught me the courage, taught me the lesson that it is not end of me. I will fight. I have realized that it is sin to want to die. Now, what have I realized? That it is a sin. Guna hai, sin go guna. It is evil to think of death. It is evil to think of death. It is able to think of death. Who was telling these words? Johnsy was telling these words to Sue, that she was so desperate by his. She felt so restless. She was so mentally exhausted that the world outside looked gloomy. But the last leaf, which had shown resilience and had not fallen, taught me the lesson of my life, that it is sin to think of a death. It is evil to think of a death. Sue hugged Johnsy. Now they hugged each other. They hugged each other. Then she gave her lots of hot soup and a mirror. And she gave her hot soup so that she could, by food we get energy, and the soup will provide it, and gave her mirror. Why? Just comb her hair and smile back. Look at yourself. You have put yourself in such a torture. Look into the mirror and smile and comb your hair. Get dressed up. In the afternoon, the doctor came. After examining his patient, he told Sue, Johnsy now has the will to live. Now Johnsy will not die because he loves the life now. He knows the real meaning of life. He knows that life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. I am confident she will recover. Now I am full of confidence that she will recover and she will not die. Now I must go downstairs and see Bahman. Now let me see the Bahman. He is suffering from pneumonia. Now who is suffering from pneumonia? Bahman. But I am afraid there is no hope for him. But he is in critical condition. He is in critical condition, and it is very and he is on deathbed perhaps, and he is on deathbed. There is no hope that he will live. He will live. The next morning, Sue came and sat on Johnsy's bed, taking Johnsy's hands in hers. The next morning, the Sue came on Johnsy's bed, taking. Now he took his hands the next morning and massage, kind of massage. It is kind of love, the symptoms, the signs of love, the symptoms of love. When the symptoms of affection, the symptoms of care, when someone takes your hand and either massages it or kisses it. This next morning, Sue came to see